Good day and welcome back to the Family Cyber Clinic. This week we are highlighting a scam that targets members of a family. So it targets the family, particularly parents and grandparents, yours truly. So I had an opportunity to watch a video online, thankfully not on our shores, but in America, where the scam is picking up, and so much so, the FBI are getting involved. It is that bad. Now, we have welcomed artificial intelligence on this platform, AI for short, and we released a video advising that parents should walk with their kids as they unravel or try to understand AI so that they will enjoy it like any other feature, which is designed primarily to do that at first. Of course, the rogues tend to exploit it. But AI is now at the forefront of these scams in America. And honestly, when I break it down, it will shock you. Basically, you have rogues, internet rogues, that will, through your carelessness, and this has to be said, through the carelessness of either members of this platform or others who do not protect their profiles online, or they eagerly and easily give out their personal information. Rogues are now getting that information, even voice recordings, audio. They're able to take samples of an audio of, say, your child. They get the audio, use an AI-enabled application to actually dub that voice or copy your child's voice. Some of you already know where I'm going with this. So with your voice, your young one's voice sampled and stored, these rogues will go on to step 2 or stage 2. And you will have them use the voice, the sample of your child's voice, to exploit you. What do I mean? They can hold you to ransom by pretending to be in, a bit of bother. Maybe they're stranded and they need help, but they would be using your child's voice to get your attention. So they're speaking, but because they're speaking through this AI-enabled app, you will think it's your child speaking, the voice of your child. And of course, parents know the voices of their children. So you will be hearing the voice of your child from across the phone, your child in a desperate situation or in a really peculiar and troubling situation. And at the end of it, they're going to say, if you don't give us money or do this, that this will all go really bad fast. And of course, because you identify the voice, any alert or any, panic that you sense in your child's voice will get you worried. But all you have on the other side is a rogue pretending to be your child, and convincingly so because you're hearing your child's voice across the other side. Many parents, grandparents especially in America, have fallen. We're not talking £100, £200 or $200, $100. We're talking $4,000, $64,000. Lots and lots of money. Life savings. All through the use of a feature that we have, applauded and welcomed, obviously with supervision. So AI is now being used to create voice samples of your child, and those samples are now used to defraud you. We always say that if America sneezes, the world listens. This is happening in America, and it is rife. Sooner or later, it's going to come here. When they've gotten a lot of stick from there, rogues that is, they will shift their affairs to Europe and, needless to say, to the UK. And so we're highlighting that before that happens, if it's not already happened already, before that happens, there are things that you can do as a family to knock this right out of the park. And I want you to know that it is important that you take this information seriously. If anything, it gets you to talk with your family members about tech. You know, we've talked about digital citizenship. This will all help in that, guys. So what is the remedy? It's one of many, but we're just going to highlight this one. Create some sort of passcode or password that only members of your family, especially your children, have. And you will have a question. What's the passcode? What's the password is the sort of question that you will ask to see if your child is the one in trouble. And that's all you have to do. Usually, if you pose that question to these rogues, because they don't have that information, this call will end speedily, or that call will end speedily. And of course, if they have it and they give you the, God forbid, they give you the passcode, then there's a problem, real problem that you cannot ignore. And of course, the authorities have to be brought into the equation. But ultimately, if you have a passcode that you share amongst your children know it. And anytime a question is asked, they know the passcode to give. That will be, it reminds me of the multi-factor authentication feature. Something that you have that nobody else has. That information should only be between your child or children and yourself, parents or guardians. The rogue will not have that information. So if they are using a voice sample and you don't have you there, there's no way they will have that information. A note of caution, you must not share those details, those personal details, the passcodes, with anybody in the world apart from your family. But as long as you have that agreement and that's in place, this will help prevent those or this kind of scam from affecting you. It's quite simple. I know that you were expecting it to be more dramatic, but it's dramatic enough that parents and grandparents in America are broken. So we're warning you, the community and those passing by, that this is definitely going to come to our shores. AI is on the up. And so obviously we are going to experience those things now, but you're informed. Okay. I've been your host, Lawrence Idem. Until next week, God bless, keep safe, and goodbye.